Great. I wanted to give more context about what circling is and what we're passionate about bringing. So Daniel, what's circling?
Well, Daphne, circling. You're just passing the buck here.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to go with this?
No, I'll step in.
Okay. Circling for me is about being real. Normally in conversation, there's a whole world of information going on. So there might be a sense like, they didn't really mean what they just said, or that, or I feel like they want something, or it could be anything. But there's all this information going on that doesn't normally get spoken to, and circling is a way to actually bring that into the conversation in a way that isn't attacking, but at the same time it's not being a total pussy about it. It's a practice of being real and staying really centered in myself.
Or not.
Well, it's a practice, yeah. So it's a practice I still tend to fail at more often than not. And I think for me, the result, this has been the main practice in my life towards spiritual growth or becoming more of myself over the last few years. And the benefits for me is the felt level of connection. Like having that moment where you really see someone, it's like the mist clears and you can just look into the other person's eye and you can see them beyond personality and even beyond their body. There's something undefinable there. And often I find speaking to the things that don't normally get spoken to, some way seems to clear things. So you actually have a more direct line of connection to that person and deeper.
Yeah, that for me brings up that one side is bringing the mystery in the moment out. In myself, in the connection, in the relationship, in the space. But then I was also just thinking while you were speaking, circling also allows me, or the practices of authentic relating also allow me to be more effective, because I tend to have a better sense of what's actually going on and a better ability to speak and therefore it clears the air, decisions get easier, it gets clearer what needs doing if it's in a business context, for example.
Yeah, and
that's the other side, I guess.
Yeah, and I just want to bring that into the context of this workshop. So circling, or the practice of circling, like in an intimate relationship or even in friendships or whatever context, like over time, I think traditionally there tends to be things that aren't spoken to. And this builds up and this gets in the way of the actual relationship. So you could meet the perfect guy, the perfect woman, but chances are stuff's going to get in the way, the connection isn't going to be the same over a certain amount of time. And circling really is a practice. I think it's a way of bringing all of our experience. It's a way also of indirectly healing, all these behavioral patterns we have, all these unmet needs that we might have. It's a way to really be in communication about that. This is a conscious becoming process. And ironically, I think it just leads to play and lightness and connection. The type of connection for me that reminds me of why I'm here on this earth. There is a reason to be alive, and being connected to other people, being connected to the world around me. Not thinking that, but actually feeling that in my bones, in my cells. That's what it's about for me.
Yeah, I want to explore something more.
5 minutes.
Can be doing in the next video.
What do you want to explore?
Something around the seeing someone and yourself with clear eyes, and especially in relationships that have history, that have a future, that are already in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Not just about meeting new people, but also.
Would you be willing to tell them about it?
I think my biggest fear is that I end up playing a role in a set dynamic, which is ultimately not honoring and dissatisfying and limiting. And to me, connecting to the moment and to what's really here, and seeing that with genuine curiosity, or at least trying, and trying to verbalize that, gives me a way to more realness, to more direct connection, to more of what it's really about. Yeah.
This is our video trying to give you a bit more context on the undefinable. We will be practicing this on our workshop, The Dance Between Men and Women, and I think it's fair to say that we both really hope to see you there, should you feel called to. Yeah. Ciao for now.